Okay.
Runway 28 left via taxiway Bravo. For Bravo, Quebec, 1 Alpha Foxtrot, cross runway 19er right Foxtrot, cross runway 01 right Foxtrot. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready. San Francisco ground, United 2051 requesting pushback. United 2051 pushback request accepted. Taxi 2 and hold short runway 28 left using taxiway Bravo.
Okay, so hello everybody. It's a bit too noisy out there, so I thought I'd pop back in here. But anyway, I've got a nice little flight today. Something quite simple. Just trying to get from San Francisco to Las Vegas. So I've just got the aircraft. Well, it was in a turnaround state, and we're just gonna finish off the putting in the programming the FMC here. We're just gonna put all the details in. So far, we pretty much just added the company route, which is KSFO to KLAS, and obviously it's flight UA1299, which is a real life flight. I thought I'd just sort of emulate that. It's a very short flight from California to Arizona, I believe. And yeah, it's about 1 hour, yeah, roughly about 1 hour flight, and so on and so forth. But anyway, so as far as it goes, on the outside here, Jesus Christ, this is very loud. It's very loud outside there. But of course it would be, it's an airport. So let me just contact tower on 120.5 when ready. Taxiing hold short runway 28 left via taxiway Alpha Foxtrot. Okay, so I've got to try and speed this up. I've got somewhere to be, but I thought I'd just quickly get everything done here. So I've pretty much set up the aircraft. I've got the jetway attached. I've got the cargo, the luggage being loaded, and also we've got the catering thing already been. So all I have to do now is just program the flight management computer here, and then we should be pushing out soon. Okay, so runway today is 28 left in San Francisco Airport, and just to cycle through everything pretty much is here. So it's mostly direct flights. There's no waypoints to deal with today, which is a good thing sometimes. So with that, we're going to activate the flight plan. So here, we're just going to check the nearest airports, and that's everything that we need to know here. When we do need it, in case of an emergency, we can know which airport is closest, and so on and so forth. So we're going to go to the performance initialization page, which is perf init page, and basically this is just going to be auto-filled for us from the flight plan we generated on SimBrief. So just going to request it here. San Francisco ground, SkyWest 9er 61 X-ray, requesting the end of pushback. SkyWest 9er 61 X-ray, request to end pushback. So it's going to populate all this information here. So it's just going to request, do you want us to do I want to load the information? I'm going to click load and execute, and here we have, we got all the information here. So yeah, it gives us a rough estimate, basically based on the our, I'm going to use for now. Yes, so basically it's just going to give us an estimate based on zero fuel weight, fuel load, and so on and so forth. So it's giving us an estimate cruising altitude of 36,000 feet, between 36,000 feet and so basically 37,000 feet. But based on based on sim brief, we're actually going to be given flight number 3, flight altitude 380. So that's just going to be, I'm going to leave that as that. 35,000 feet is going to be our cruising altitude today. So coming on to winds and winds and direction. So I'm going to go with the average wind and direction, which is 2 to 5 degrees at 66 knots, and this is going to be our winds during cruise. But obviously it's flying fast enough that we don't have to worry too much about it. So with that should be all the information that we really need. Zero fuel is the same, reserve fuel is 3.3 tons, so that's new as well. Usually I'd have to put my own reserve fuel here, but I'll put the reserve fuel as 3.3 tons. My cost index, I'm just going to change that to actually 45. But yeah, keep the cost index as 45. And yeah, next page, so we don't have to worry about that. Saying we're going to be using reserve fuel, so that means I'm going to go and change this information here to 350, select, and that should be that. Still going to be using reserve fuel, but that's fine. We've got a long, the alternate is quite a long way. Anyway, so we're going to go to the to this page here, and it's going to be the thrust reduction page. How fast we want us to fly. So we're going to reduce the thrust here to, which is going to be reduced to 92% of N1, but you can reduce that further by just changing the estimated temperature outside. So climb, we're going to use climb 1 for now, and then also change it to climb just normal climb speed, but we're going to reduce the climb speed just to sort of reduce on the noise as well, because we are going to be, it's going to be quite an interesting flight out. I will explain that once we get to the next bit, to the legs page actually. Once we're cycling through the legs, step climbing, legs page, then I'll explain why it's a very interesting departure. So I do want to reduce that a little bit more, so I want to get it to about 90. So what I'll do here is I'll put temperature 54. Well, that's too much, so I'm going to go 48 degrees, still a bit too much, so I'm going to go with 45, 46, 40.
San Francisco ground.
Yeah, right about that. So 40 degree temperatures, so that's going to reduce it to just about 10. Reduce the engine's power by 10%. By 10, yeah, 10%. So I don't mind that. So it just gives us more time on the runway during the takeoff roll. Okay, so going to the takeoff page here. I want to take off with Block 5. Block 5 takeoff, and that gives us the V-speed here. Center of gravity, this is going to be quite an important part here, so we can keep that number in mind, 4.77. Okay, so here we're going to need some information from the ATIRS.
Roger, United 2230 Heavy.
ATIRS, there we go, ATIS.
San Francisco Airport Information Whiskey 210.
Okay, 77 at 6 knots.
Taxi, hold short runway 28 right via taxiway.
So that's all I really want to worry about. I don't want to worry about anything else.
Cross runway 01 right Foxtrot, cross runway 28 left Charlie, American 271.
Once he's done with that, I think he's just going to turn it off anyway, but that's fine. I'll leave that to him. Yeah, for him to sort out. Okay, so just going to go through the climb, cruise and descent page here, because we're going to need the descent page to import in the weather information. So cruising altitude is 35,000 feet, speed restriction is 250 below 10,000 feet. So cruising altitude still going to be 35,000 feet. We don't have to step climb, so we're not going to be climbing to a high altitude throughout the flight. We're just going to maintain 35,000. I'm going to click LRC, so actually following the flight plan instead of flying economically, even though the plane I was flying is an eco plane. Anyway, never to mind. So, going to forecast here. Transition altitude and transition level is always 18,000 feet in North America, so that's just how they want it. Okay, so I'm going to request the wind data here. I'm just going to upload that up. So that also something that was generated when I created the flight plan in SimBrief. So just remember, if you want to do that, it's actually worth doing, worth looking into if you ever do find that interesting. If you ever do want to do flight plans. One thing I haven't done is to actually follow the turn my moderator channel on. Just double check just to make sure the stream is as it should be. 1 second. So far okay. So far so good. That's pretty much everything seems to be going as planned. So audio's a little bit off, but that's fine. I'm not going to worry too much about that yet. I'm just going to get everything sorted first here, then we can sort everything else later on. So it is fine. Everything is accepted. I'm going to execute here. So just going to lock all that information in. As I said, we're going to be using reserve fuel. It's going to be popping up quite a lot, so I'm just trying to just ignore that. I tend to be ignoring that for now, so that was to me. Anyway, so let's go on to the departure page here, so to get the information in now that we need. So, as far as takeoff runway, we're going to use runway 28 left, which is already active, and the SID we're going to use today is how do you say it? SN, so it's going to be this one here, SNTNA, NATA. Okay. So I'm going to select that, transition to, it's going to transition us to, so we should really, I should have done this before, but it doesn't really matter right now. So let me just go to the chart page here, and then I'll get back to you on that. So we're looking for the page. So I'm just gonna zoom way, scroll well down here. So we have the SIDs here. So we're looking for SNITR. However you pronounce that. Okay, so it is a very noisy radio, to be honest. It's too noisy.
JetBlue 578, hold position, caution, other traffic.
Okay. Blown, so it's not that. Monkey, no.
Hold position, JetBlue 578.
Below departure. Mickey's. Kurt 5, Rebs, SFO, and finally shows. So yes, this one here. Okay, so taking off, taking a very wide right turn, and let me just zoom in a little bit closer. So I'm looking at the charts at the moment, so just bear with me just a little bit while I while I get my bearings here, because it's a very complicated departure plate to actually go through. Okay, so should SA, no, so okay, this is a bit this is a little bit more complicated than I really would like. Okay, but anyway, I've still seen which of the departures I am going to be needing. Yeah, so let me just zoom out on this one here. So let's zoom out. Okay, so I don't know which the transition is to. So it says Sierra, which is that one. So yeah, that's going to be our transition there. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Execute. So that's in, and then we'll go on to departure page before we go to the arrival page before we go to the legs page. Okay, here we are. So landing runway is ILS 26 left, and the arrival is gonna be is it Coho? Yeah, Coho. So yeah, it's gonna be even though it's actually giving us Luxor, which is not available. So we've got this one, Coal. I think it was Coal. I can't remember. I'll be honest with you. Just have to bear with me. It is Rockstar or Coal. So I'm gonna go with Coal. Transition to is so yeah, the transition part is kind of tricky here. I will admit it's a little bit complicated, to be honest with you. I haven't had a good look at the approach plates side by side while I was actually creating the flight plan. So let's have a look here. Yeah, it's a very complicated one, this one, I'll be honest with you. But anyway, let's have a look based on the yeah, the transitions. I might have to skip the transitions here for now. I don't think I really need any of those yet. Let's have a look further down, see where the stars are. So coming in from, so it's not the west, it's actually from the north.
San Francisco ground,
northwest.
Delta 505 Heavy, requesting the end of pushback.
Here we go.
Delta 505 Heavy request to end pushback received.
So I could use the Star, but that's an ARNAV.
San Francisco ground, Delta 505 Heavy, with X-ray ready to taxi IFR.
ARNAV approach.
Delta 505 Heavy taxi to and hold
yeah, I think the one we're going to be using is Sun. So let me erase this, and then where is it? ARNAV ILS 26 left. So we don't have Sunst, which is actually quite not something I was expecting. Where is it? So there's Sunst and there is
taxiway Alpha Bravo, Tree Bravo Bravo, 2 Alpha Bravo, 1 Bravo Quebec, 1 Alpha Foxtrot, cross runway 19er right Foxtrot, cross runway 01 right Foxtrot, cross runway 28 left Charlie, Delta 505 Heavy.
It goes into the next pages are SIDS. Okay. So it's just RNAV.
05 heavy, hold position.
I mean, I
Caution,
could use
other
the
traffic.
RNAV, but I prefer ILS for now until I actually get used to comfortably flying
Hold position, Delta 505 heavy.
with no issues. Until then, I'm happy to just stick to ILS. I don't want to complicate something that's already complicated enough. There we go. So it could be fuzzy, so none of that's available, so this could just be an outdated AIRLINES could be outdated. I think that's what it is here. Okay, okay, clock, and yeah, really I should be doing that on the next page. So let me just erase this here, bring this onto the legs page, and then let's utilize okay, well, let me get rid of a few things here first. There's a lot to do, that's the thing. I'm only one person, so you can so yeah, that's what usually makes it a little bit difficult, is that it's a two-person job really. So I'm gonna get rid of all the luggage and the belts. Okay, that can go, and then I think the forward and after galley trucks, which are the food trucks, were on hold at the time, so I'm just gonna forget those for now. So let me go on to departures and arrivals page, and I'm gonna select ILS 26 left here, and I believe it was Cock, I believe. So I'm gonna step climb and just have a look at the what it's doing here. So yeah, so Zenith is the last waypoint before we start this SID. So Zenith, and then obviously this is going to be the final part before we're coming into land. Okay, so I can't see anything that's really anything that's helpful. All that helpful, I'll be honest. Let's clean, that's fine. So I'm just gonna leave the transition to okay, what I could do is where is it? Delete. Let's get rid of last. Oh, we can't do it that way. Because it's giving us Las Vegas here, and we don't really need that in our waypoint. We don't need that at all. So what we could do is let me try and delete that. So let's get rid of that and see if that improves. Okay, ILS 26, and we're using the should be shunt, but anyway, don't worry about that. So I'm gonna go with the cocktail. Okay, transition to runway 26 left. Yeah, it sounds nasty. Okay, so let's come up to the runway 26 left. So, transition to I should transition to 26 left. This is ILS 25 left on the charts, but on this is saying is pre-null. Using pre-null transition. and I mean, I don't need the transition to the star, but it would be good to have, at least for the future anyway. Okay, so I'm just gonna ignore that for now and just accept the weapon as is. So let me cycle through here and then just make sure the flight plan is as it should be. So as I was saying, once we did take off from runway 228 left, San Francisco, we'll fly straight ahead and then take a nice right turn, but this will be over the, I think it's the Golden Gate Bridge, is that what it's called? So we're taking off, heading that side, turning left over towards Auckland and heading that side, so across the little water barrier here. So yeah, so that's sort of the actually I think I know what I need to do here. Is I need to really get rid of that completely because it's just useless, to be honest. And for whatever reason, the settings seem to always want to go back. So anyway, so it's just going to be ultra, and that should be fine. VSync, I'm going to turn that on. That's quality. Excuse me. Medium, I'm going to turn lens flare off. Motion blur is useless, really. But that's pretty much it. I should have done this before the flight began, but anyway, here we are. Resume. So as you can see, it's a little bit that's a little better. I think it does automatically. Just does that for me. So anyway, let's go through the step climbs here. So come through, take a big right over the Golden Gate Bridge towards Auckland and then head towards Arizona. Straight down, coming in for the final. So go round the airport and then sort of do a loop around. So sort of similar to the approach at Dubai. So following the path of the airport, the runway, so flying parallel to the runway and then coming in to land on the other side. So I'm going to turn this on just because I wanted to have the radio and all that stuff, all that information sort of available. So we're going to have to clean up the flight plan here just a little bit. So let's start from the first page. So go to the next page. There's a discontinuity here, so I'm just going to close that gap. So nice and clean. Now I can step through, and then so there's going to be a so as you can see here, it's telling us to go all the way around. So it's sort of we have to vector ourselves back to there. So I'll rather just do that, but then if you do that, it sort of messes up the the flight plan a bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The button. Go to Preno. So from Preno to yeah, we'll carry on with that way, I think. So that's fine. I'm not going to worry too much about that. That's pretty much it. I could say I'm done with that now. Sorry, where is it? Excuse me. Taking a drink. So that's pretty much what we have to look at for now. So I'm happy with that. I'm just going to come back here to the to the takeoff page. No, the N1 page or thrust reduction page. So we're going to derate to climb 1. I think it was 43. No, 40. Gosh, I'm going to go for 40. It's a round figure, 40. Not exactly. Actually, 39 or 38. I do like even numbers. By the way, 38. So it's just about the same. Doesn't really make a difference. So that's fine. And then that's the takeoff page here. And then finally, we can accept the takeoff speed. So V1 is 144, same as the VR speed, and then V2 speed is 151. We'll dial that in there. We're going to accept it, and that's it. So just check the center of gravity again. My apologies. So I'm just going to go to this little page here, and now we go to ground services. Ground services, we can now get rid of the cabin trucks. And while that's doing that, we'll also get rid of the jetway. And now I can turn on the APU. So the APU is spooling up here. I'm going to turn on the fuel tanks. Double check through. Just going to wait for the lights to come on. We can now turn on the seatbelt signs. Okay, propane. No, we don't need that. We do need hydraulics. Then we'll put the isolation valve into auto. And now I'll turn on the collision lights here. So just wait for the APU to start. And then we can now. Okay, APU is not yet available. Don't know why it's struggling to. Okay, we'll wait for that to do that. So while that's doing that, we'll just finish off. While that's doing that, we'll just finish off with the. Hold on. What? Wait a minute. Why is it not? Why is the jet bridge still not moving? Oh, okay. So we have to press that. It's inhibited. I don't know what's. Okay. Okay, so something's stopping it from. There we go. So, gonna get rid of the jetway here. And while that's doing that, I'll just check to see if the stairs have gone as well. The doors, yes, doors are closed. Yeah, well, that's good. APU should be available now. Yes, it is. So I'm going to transfer from ground power to APU. And while that's doing that, I can now get used to this mouse click. So yes, so ground services can now release we'll release that. Turn on the. So we can now set the parking brakes. Parking brakes are set. and can now remove the wheel chokes. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's all we have to do now is just start the pushback and head on out. So really that should be available to do. Actually, flight directors, left and right, VNav, LNav, both armed. Auto throttle, I'll arm that as well, but we will not need it until we press toga. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the preparation. The longest part is usually programming the flight manager computer. That usually takes so long, but just having to drink something. Okay, so got a fixed page here. First airport is KSFO. I'm gonna put a 20 and a 10-mile ring around the airport. 10-mile ring around the airport here, and then KLAS. I'm gonna put a 20-mile ring around, a 10-mile ring around the airport, and finally a 5-mile ring around the airport. And that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, there's nothing else that needs to be done. Just pretty much just start the engine and let's go. So I'm gonna put this into takeoff page. So yeah, it's a flaps 5. Trim is 477, so just about there. Okay, that's it. I can now request the pushback. So I'm gonna pre-plan the pushback here. How do you do? I have to find out how to do this first. So
San Francisco ground, Aeromexico 669er requesting pushback.
the click and drag is to move the map around.
Aeromexico 669er pushback request accepted.
So okay. So control. So it's gonna come around here. So we're gonna stop just about here, and that should be it. Enter. So let's get going.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
San Francisco ground, Aeromexico 669er requesting the end of pushback.
So we're gonna go to the top screen
This is
here.
ground. Stand
Aeromexico
by.
669er request to end pushback received.
This is ground. Stand by. This is ground. Stand by. Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment
San
is removed.
Francisco ground, Aeromexico 669er with X-ray ready to taxi IFR.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is
Aeromexico
installed. All
669er
doors and
taxi
hatches
to
closed
and
and
hold
all
short
ground
runway
equipment is
28
removed.
left using taxiway Alpha Delta Bravo Foxtrot cross.
Yeah, I'm gonna reduce the ATC there because it's really loud. quite annoyingly loud. Anyway, so I think it's in voice here, so I'm gonna bring this down to around about 60. Yeah, I'll put it 60. Hopefully it's just not, because it's very loud in my ears.
Runway 19 right Foxtrot, runway 01 right Foxtrot. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready.
Okay.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed. Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All
San
doors and
Francisco
hatches
ground,
closed and all
Alaska
ground equipment is
1319
removed.
requesting pushback.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Alaska 1319 pushback request accepted.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft. Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft. Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Taxiing hold short runway 28 left via taxiway Alpha Delta Bravo Foxtrot cross runway 19 right Foxtrot cross runway 01 right Foxtrot Aeromexico 669er.
Okay, you can you can lift the aircraft. Where is it? Okay, so can't seem to get it to work properly. But anyway, one other thing that I need to do while it's sorting itself out is go on to this page here, and I do want the equipment. I do want the overhead heads-up display. So where is the heads-up display page? Dual batteries, isn't there? Not that. Not that. No. Auxiliary fuel tanks. None. That's fine. Here we go. HGS installed. That's it. So I wanted to do that.
Aeromexico 669er, hold position caution. The Boeing 737 on final.
Okay.
Hold position Aeromexico 669er.
So I don't know why it's frozen.
Please set parking brakes.
So you're taking too long. That's why I have to repress. Anyway. So.
Please set parking brakes.
So it's frozen. It doesn't want to. Okay.
Aeromexico 669er, continue taxi.
Roger. Pushback cancelled.
Okay, so let's do this manually because I just don't have the time to just.
This is ground. Stand by. This is ground. Stand by.
Roger, Aeromexico 669er.
Anyway.
This is ground. Stand by.
So this is ground standby.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
San Francisco ground, Alaska 1319er requesting pushback.
Okay, sir.
Alaska 1319er pushback request
Closed and all ground equipment is removed.
There we go.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
Okay, so
Parking
I'm gonna
brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
I'm
Parking
gonna
brake
reverse
set. Lifting the
right up
aircraft.
to.
Standing by for pushback. Standing by for pushback. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, cleared for push start. Okay, cleared for push start.
So I'm gonna do this manually here.
Pushback. You can start the engines in sequence. Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
So I'm going to complete the pushback. I do want to try one thing though, while I'm still here. See if I can get rid of this AMD. See if that makes it any better.
Alaska 1319er requesting the end of pushback.
Yeah, it feels a little bit better.
Alaska 1319er request to end pushback received.
Okay. Sorry, Jesus Christ, I can't help it with that, so I do apologise. But yeah, so we're going to start engine number 2 here.
San Francisco ground, Alaska 1319er with X-ray ready to taxi IFR. Alaska 1319er taxi 2 and hold short of runway 28 right via taxiway Alpha Delta Bravo Foxtrot cross runway 19er right Foxtrot cross runway 01 right Foxtrot cross runway 28 left Charlie. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Engine number 2 is stable. You can start engine
San
number 1.
Francisco ground, Southwest 1508 with X-ray ready to taxi IFR.
Please set parking brakes.
Southwest 1508 taxi 2 and hold short of runway 28 left via taxiway Alpha Foxtrot cross runway 19er right Foxtrot cross runway 01 right Foxtrot. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready.
Please set parking brakes. Parking brake set.
United Bravo 4 Lima Golf taxi 2 and hold short of runway 28 left using taxiway Alpha Kilo Bravo Foxtrot cross runway 19er right Foxtrot cross runway 01 right Foxtrot. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready.
Okay, sir. Clear to... Pins have been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
So, both engines are stable.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 28 left via taxiway Alpha Foxtrot cross runway 19er
So
right
the other thing I forgot
Foxtrot
to do as
cross
well
runway
was to put in
01 right
the
Foxtrot
MDB,
Southwest
all that information there, but I don't
1508.
really have it, so I'm not really going to bother for now. I'll just put in the information for Las Vegas, but that's when we get to that point. So, quite simply now, just going to set the flaps. Okay, that's flaps 5, I believe. Let's double check. Nope, that's... There we go, flaps 5. Okay, I'm going to do flat controls here. So, full left, full right, neutral. Back to this cockpit here. Full up, full down, rudder, full left, full right. Okay, we've got full travel. Okay, we seem to be good here.
Southwest 1508
set
position caution.
RTO.
Learjet on short final.
And where is it? Go up to the top. Bring back the air conditioning for the passengers.
Position Southwest 1508.
Turn on the probe heat. Turn off the isolation valve here. Taxi lights and taxi turn off lights will come on. Take the power to engine generators, and we can now turn off the do apologise about my coughing. I've just got really bad a tickle in my throat there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Fuel pumps, we only got fuel pumps on the wing. We don't have any in the center tank, so we don't have to worry about that as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, we don't need wing lights, still daytime basically, but we have been given our takeoff instructions, so should be good to go now. Yeah, that's it. So release the brakes, advance power, and we're going to taxi now to runway 28 left, which is round this way and all the way down to the bottom end. Now the good thing about this is that sometimes you get like a parallel taxiing, or there's someone behind us.
San Francisco ground, Alaska 142,
Parallel takeoff or parallel landing, so it's always like
Alaska
an aircraft
142,
landing as you're landing or taking off as you're taking off. So
Roger, Southwest 1508.
it's a very long aircraft, so you do need to consider that as you're sort of taxiing around the airport. So I think he's waiting for us. Wait. So we're gonna be following him now, or her. Just gonna be following them until we get to
San Francisco ground, Alaska 1428, requesting the end of pushback.
So everyone's sort of
Alaska
making their way
1428,
towards
request to end pushback received.
runway 28 left. So I should have the chart sort of with
San
me.
Francisco ground, Alaska 1428, with X-ray ready to taxi IFR.
Since it's an active runway, I'm not going to go to the
Alaska 1428, taxi
middle
to
runway,
short
middle
runway
taxiway, sorry.
28 left using taxiway Alpha Foxtrot cross runway 19er right Foxtrot cross runway 01 right Foxtrot.
So I'm on Alpha at the moment, so really I should be using Bravo, but anyway, doesn't matter for now. So far the stream is going really well. I think I've sort of got what it is that I needed to do to get this right. Okay, so I'm gonna increase the speed here just a little bit. Okay, got an Alaskan here, I think he's waiting for us to go past. Another 757, so dash 800. Alright, so just gonna wait to clear this runway here. So it's one left and
Alaska 1428,
right.
hold position, caution, other traffic.
So we're gonna cross. It's not active runway, so that's
Alaska
actually okay. So
1428, continue
you know the lights runway. Don't really have to worry too much about that. I'm just gonna cross it and join the Congo line.
Roger, Alaska 1428.
Okay, left's clear, right clear.
Alaska 1428, hold position, caution, other traffic. Hold position, Alaska 1428.
So someone was waiting too long that they just ended up
San Francisco ground, Alaska 1225, requesting pushback.
yeah, just ended up taking off.
Alaska 1225, pushback request accepted.
Okay, so we've got a 777 up ahead. I think it's an Embraer
San Francisco ground, Alaska 1225, requesting the end
and
of pushback.
a Southwest 737 taking off as well.
Alaska 1225, request
So
and then
we're
pushback.
gonna have to wait for the. So yeah, so the 777 is starting to move already. Oh no, there's another aircraft between us and 777. So we've got Embraer, another 737.
Alaska 1225, taxi to and hold short of runway 28 right using taxiway Alpha Kilo Bravo Foxtrot cross runway 19er right Foxtrot cross runway 01 right Foxtrot cross runway 28 left Charlie. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go to the loo, but I've got a bit of a wait here in front of us. Something I wanted to do, so yeah, that's it. Move all that there, so I have that for just emergencies. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So 777 is on his way.
San Francisco ground, Singapore Tree 1 Heavy requesting pushback. Singapore Tree 1 Heavy pushback, request accepted.
So I think the 777 is taking off on 28 right. So that should give us I could check this exit here, sort of skip the queue. So I can't skip in front of the frontier. Yeah, I'll be cheeky and do that. Let's go to San Francisco Tower. Okay. I'm gonna request it before the frontier. So now we're gonna get a double takeoff here. We've got a 737 versus a 777. So that's us. Yes, I can see you. Ooh, let's see who's gonna win. So, oh, the 737 is already on his way. 777. Oh.
Acknowledge last transmission.
Come on then. Why is
United Bravo 4 Lima Golf line up and wait.
Okay, so I'm gonna line up. Next, we might even beat the 777 before the
United Bravo 4 Lima Golf, acknowledge last transmission.
So I don't know why.
Delta 774, contact NorCal departure on 133.905. Good day.
Hmm.
133.905 for Delta 774.
Okay.
United Bravo 4 Lima Golf, QNH 30.21, wind 057 at 6.
Okay, that's us.
Caution to Boeing 777 taking off runway 28 right.
Okay, landing lights on.
Cleared for
Lights
takeoff
on.
runway 28 left. United Niner 01 heavy contact, NorCal departure on 133.905.
Okay, I'm gonna hold it on.
Good day.
I'm gonna hold it on foot brakes here. Advanced power to around 50% of N1.
San Francisco Tower, American
Let's slowly spool.
2023,
Release.
13 miles southeast, inbound ILS
Toga.
runway 28 right approach. American 202 San Francisco Tower.
Apply a bit of forward pressure here, nose pressure, so pin the front wheel to the runway. 80 knots, lifting back, pressure, 100.
Cleared ILS runway 28 right approach, American 202
V1, rotate.
2, other ready to climb.
Gear up. Bit of a clunky takeoff, I'll be honest with you. Performed better.
United Bravo 4 Lima Golf contact, NorCal, departure on 127.0. Good day. United Bravo 4 Lima Golf, NorCal departure QNH 30.21, continue to KY.
So what I'll do here is autopilot on. Autopilot is in command. Okay, start bringing back the flaps here. Flaps 1. So I'm gonna stay on this window here because we've got a nice little view. And flaps 1. After takeoff checklist is complete. So I'm going to have the vertical profile information on this page here. And there I'm going to have a very wide view of what's coming up ahead. So I'm going to start a right turn fairly shortly. I'm going to turn off the waypoints here. So you see we're heading towards the Golden Gate Bridge, just just over there. It's a very nice departure, especially out of San Francisco. It's quite a unique one. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna quickly use the load.
United Bravo 4 Lima Golf, contact Oakland Center on 127.8. Good day. United Bravo 4 Lima Golf, Oakland Center QNH 30.21 continue to KRLOS as planned. United Bravo 4 Lima Golf climb and maintain flight level 190. Oakland Center Delta 216 is at flight level 230, descending 2,300 feet. Delta 216 Oakland Center, continue as planned. Delta 216 descend and maintain 2,100 feet. Descend and maintain 2,100 feet Delta 216. Boeing 05 contact Oakland Center on 119.475. Good day. United Bravo 4 Lima Golf, contact Oakland Center on 119.475. Good day. United Bravo 4 Lima Golf, Oakland Center QNH 30.21 continue to Sarah as planned. Southwest 459er, contact NorCal approach on 135.1. Good day. United Niner 01 heavy contact Oakland Center on 127.45. Good day. One 135.1 Southwest 459er. Oakland Center, Alaska 129er is at flight level tree 75 climbing flight level tree 80. Alaska 129er Oakland Center, continue as planned. Southwest 2770, contact Oakland Center on 127.8. Good day. Oakland Center, Alaska Tree 9er is at 7,700 feet, descending 3,000 feet. Alaska Tree 9er, Oakland Center QNH Tree 0.21, continue to Dumba as planned. Going to 127.8 Southwest 2770.
Okay, so I am back. I'm gonna pop back in now. It's a little bit more quiet. Let's set that to
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS
standard.
runway 17 left
Yeah,
approach by a Tango
that's
transition.
pretty much it
Clear
for
to
departure,
Tango
really.
Southwest 211.
Once you've done the takeoff roll, started climbing, just have to sit back and enjoy the flight, really. So I'm going to be cruising up to 35,000 feet here.
ILS runway
So I'm going to
17
send
left approach by a Tango transition.
cost
Clear to
information
Tango
to
Southwest
260,
2489.
roughly about
Southwest
the runway heading,
211 descent and
Las
maintain
Vegas,
6,000
so
feet.
it's 26 left, I believe we're landing at. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We've got a bit of a flight yet, so we'll come with descent here,
Southwest 211.
and obviously we're still climbing.
Southwest 2489er descent.
So yeah, that's
and
pretty much
maintain
it. It's a
4,000
very
feet.
easy thing to do once you sort of know what to do.
Southwest 211 descent and
Yeah,
maintain
put
4,000
that in
feet.
off position. I'll have to put that in the off position, sort of like a lock.
Descend and maintain 4,000
Anyway,
feet.
let's,
Southwest 2489er.
Let's come to here now. So I'm going to have the leg page here and just give us a quick overview of where we're going, what's coming up, and what to look out for. Speed constraints,
Descend and
altitude
maintain
constraints, and
4,000
things like
feet.
that.
Southwest 211.
Keep an eye out.
Southwest Niner 25 contact NorCal approach on 125.4. Good day.
When I first started flight sim,
Ember 6 Juliet X-ray descent and maintain
flight
16,000
simulation
feet.
or whatever you want to call it,
American 2046 climb and
I used
maintain
to play
flight level 290.
a simulator called
Southwest 2489er
Train,
contact NorCal
sorry, not
approach
Flight
on
Unlimited,
125.25.
very old
Good day.
sleep simulator. I think they had 1, 2,
Climb and maintain flight level
and 3, and the
290
last one
American
brought out
2046.
unlimited flight
American
Las Vegas.
2046 climb
But
and
2
maintain
and 3
flight
was
level
sort of like
350.
the joint package. 2 was like San Francisco area, so California, wherever we had San Francisco airport, all the way up to Sacramento. Quite a lot of airports obviously within that area. So just double checking, just make sure everything is seatbelts are at auto. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, it had a lot of airports around the city, and all you had was a barren. There's only one jet, which is a Learjet. That's pretty much that was the only thing. That's the only other aircraft, jet aircraft they had. They even had Concorde as one of the AI aircraft that sort of come in.
Southwest 211 contact NorCal approach
and
on
land, take
125.4.
off. I'm guessing heading towards London Heathrow. And yeah, it was my favourite sim for a very long time. So I learned how to fly the Baron jet. So Baron what's it called? Some aircraft that make Baron. Jesus Christ, it's eluding me there. They do the King Air, which is another one of my favourite aircrafts on here as well. So yeah, it's actually quite an interesting journey I've had as a flight simulator. I think I even played like Flight Simulator 2008, is it 98, then 2000, then 2004, then FSX, which was like the one everybody had for a very long time, and then obviously some people use some people flew explain, but yeah, for a long period of time, Unlimited Flight Simulator, Unlimited Flight, and Microsoft Flight Simulator were sort of the simulators for anybody who was interested in it. So yeah, that's sort of where my journey began. Yeah, with this being a fairly short flight, not all that short, but short enough, I've probably got about another 20-30 minutes of flying time before we start our descent, which usually takes about 20 minutes. But because we're doing a parallel approach, which is down left. I think it's left. It's called left base, or yeah, left base. So we're gonna go parallel with the runway. Just continue our descent before we take a sharp right turn, and then align ourselves with the runway further up ahead. But for now, we pretty much just have just a nice little cruise. Nice little cruise. Yeah, we've got a few aircraft around us. As you can see,
Good day.
I'm gonna reduce this. Actually, get rid of this one.
Southwest Tree 86, you are 300 feet below your assigned
You can see we've got a few aircraft around us. 1, 2, 3. Should be able to see some of them actually. But it's a very nice view. Really is a very nice view.
Going to 121.25 Emirates 215 heavy.
So we've got a very, very nice view. Snowy caps there.
Climb and maintain flight level 270 Southwest Tree 86.
Yeah, just beautiful. Can imagine how bright it would be at night. How bright it would be. But anyway, so let me get some radio information here, put them in, and then I'll continue waxing really lyrical about my
Descend and maintain 16,000
we're flying to Las Vegas. Now, I haven't been to Las Vegas. I think it's called McCarran Airport. I haven't been to it during my FSX days. But
Alaska 1282 Oakland Center. Continue as planned.
Washington, Sacramento. Okay. So seem to be aircraft.
Oakland Center, Alaska 1257 is passing flight level tree 5, climbing flight level tree 40. Alaska 1257 Oakland Center, continue as planned. Skywest tree 511 contact Oakland Center on 121.25.
So I think I put the thrust in.
Alaska 1257 contact Oakland Center on 127.95.
So yeah, that's probably what happened there. It was in the wrong position. Just gotta speed up again. Anyway, let's keep flying. I don't think I've been to the last
127.9 or 5 Alaska 1257. 121.25 for Skywest Tree 511. Oakland Center,
I've got Seattle to come, I've got Austin, got Miami, going to Miami, got Toronto, but we do have, I think I wrote down, I think I put down Los Angeles, no, Las Vegas, Seattle, Tacoma, Orlando. I flew to Orlando so many times. Washington DC, I've only been there once though. Sacramento, I went there a lot during Flight Unlimited. Albuquerque, Snohomish, I don't know where that is. Oh, that's the Boeing building, the Chicago O'Hare. But I didn't put down the information about Las Vegas. That's interesting. But anyway, so let's find. Let me find.
Southwest 89er 4 descend and maintain flight level 240.
Yes, Brian. Hey, Jake.
Descend and maintain flight level 240 Southwest 89er 4. United Bravo 4 Lima Golf contact Oakland Center on 125.75.
So yes,
Good day. Swift flight 19er 14 descend and maintain 12,000 feet.
United Bravo 4 Lima Golf Oakland Center. Continue to Tioga as planned. Bombardier 2 Tango Sierra. Bombardier 2 Tango Sierra descend and maintain 12,000 feet. Descend and maintain 12,000 feet Bombardier 2 Tango Sierra. Bombardier 2 Tango Sierra descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Descend and maintain 13,000 feet Bombardier 2 Tango Sierra. Bombardier 2 Tango Sierra descend and maintain 12,000 feet. Descend and maintain 12,000 feet Bombardier 2 Tango Sierra.
So, I'm going to get to this, well, I'm going to get the approach preparation sorted, so that's going to be descent to landing. So, pretty much got the heading and everything right, so the course on both sides. So I'm going to put the heading to runway heading as well, even though it's probably best to sort of follow that along our descent path, so just changing it as we go along. But for now it's fine. I should have put this into 2 because we've got the shorter runway of the 2 parallel runways, 26 left and 26 right. So 26 left is the shorter runway, and I believe, excuse me, 26 right is the runway that they use for takeoffs, because it's a much longer runway. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I'm just gonna do I'm just gonna update this page. So we're gonna start first with the descent page. Actually no, we're gonna go with the index here, and we're gonna go. This is gonna bring us to the approach reference page. This is sort of the speeds we need. So gross weight at the moment is 64.6 tons. Okay, landing speed. We're going to land at 15 degrees flaps. The speed will be 148 plus or minus the winds. Well, mostly plus the winds at San Francisco. Sorry, at Las Vegas. So let's just double check. Let me just double check. So okay, so let's put this up here, and then we'll take it from there. So speed, actually, it's quite windy actually at Las Vegas. We've got about 8 knot winds, which is around about 30 miles per hour winds. We're going to land with full flaps, so flaps 40. and the landing speed for flight 40 is going to be 1370 plus 11 knots, which is 148 is the landing speed. That might change because we're going to be burning a lot more fuel on our way towards the top of the descent. But that sort of ballpark there, it will probably remain 137, for most knots. So for now, I'm just going to leave that as is. That's that done. So I'm going to go to the descent page here, and we're going to update this again. So we're going to request it, and it's going to go back to the folder, the weather folder, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, wait for this to sort of go through, then I've got one more other thing to do, which is to do with the reference speeds. So this is okay, let's load that in. I don't think it's going to change, slightly, not all that much. It's going to execute that. So come up to the reference page. So we have a few speed constraints at cocktail. We're gonna be we're gonna have to reduce the speed to 250 knots at below 16,000 feet, but we're gonna be at flight level 190, so we don't need to worry about that. But edit all the altitude constraints after that. We are going to be traveling. We are going to be restricted to 250 knots, which usually is below 10,000 feet. But for whatever reason, Las Vegas has, this speed constraints a lot higher, above 10,000 feet. So, to follow on with this, actually, our best thing to do is cycle through, because we've got a bit of time yet before top of descent. So we're going to cycle through here just to make sure that I have a good idea what it is. Okay, so
contact Los Angeles Center on 127.1.
All the way there, to there, and then to, obviously that's going to be the last one there, to that. It's going to be a tricky one to do that.
127.1 for United 277. Southwest 22 contact Los Angeles Center on 127.1.
Okay, Prino.
Good day.
So Prino is this one here. So I don't want to go all the way to Prino.
127.1 Southwest 223.
So that's Prino there. So yeah, Prino. So I'm trying to avoid Prino and go straight to log. So let's go here. I'm going to change that to where Prino is, and let's see what that looks like now. Yeah, it's a little bit better there. So, I mean, it's very, very tight turn to final, and to be honest, I don't want to have it that tight. I'd rather be out to where Prino was. Actually, no, to where lag is.
WestJet 1788 traffic is 9 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level tree 40, Boeing 777.
So log is
Report them in sight.
So yeah, I still want to go to log and then obviously turn around from log. So I'm happy with that as is. I can sort of take over manually and do that final, that approach to final sort of manually, and then obviously let the approach hold handle that. Handle the rest of that, the localizer and approach hold. So anyway, that should be fine as is. I'm happy with that. Okay, that's pretty much it. So we're not too far from top of descent, so we're going to keep it at this speed. But yeah, that's everything that we need to do for now. Oh yes, nearly forgot. The most important thing, the one thing actually brought me to this page, is the altitude constraint. So we're descending all the way down to runway 26 so was it? Runway 26 left is obviously 2,231 feet, which is altitude, which is the runway or airport runway altitude. So our platform altitude should be all the way to 3,800, but I'll probably go down to 5,200. So we should have captured the localizer and glide slope by the time we've got to that altitude constraint. So I'm going to include that in there, but the other thing we have to remember is the go around altitude is going to be 6,000 feet. So once we have a missed approach, climb up to 6,000 feet and then hold the altitude there until we are instructed otherwise by the ATC. So for now, we are going to bring that down to, I believe it's 5,200. So what the aircraft is going to do is going to aim for 5,200, which is the platform altitude, and basically what it's going to do is descend to the altitude, but it will be following the constraint. So it will, maintain the speed at these altitudes, at or above 40,000 feet, so on and so forth, at or above 9,000 feet at Redxon. Yes, obviously it will follow the speed constraints, and obviously that's bring us all the way down to touchdown or landing, and that's pretty much it. I forgot to turn on the clock there, but it doesn't really matter now, it's fine. But that's pretty much it. That's all I have to do now is just babysit the aircraft to make sure it's going where it needs to go, and getting there in time, basically. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's very little to do usually when flying, I'll be honest with you. Most of it is just making sure that the aircraft's doing what it's supposed to be doing and what we have instructed it to do. And after that, really, there's not much more you need to do. But yeah, so I'm going to check the charts because I want to see if there's any VORs, Las Vegas VOR as well. We need that in. So ILS. So ILS for 26 left is is 111 1.75. So 111.
Report them in sight.
111.75.
Southwest 143 traffic is 2 o'clock 3 miles.
And the VOR for Las Vegas is 116.9, and that's the VOR. So that's the information there. That's all we need to worry about, really. NDB is not really used. Not really used that much. So 117.5. That's the ILS and VOR. So just we would need that information just sort of there and available. So I'm going to do the same for the right here. So once again,
Southwest
26 left, 25 left.
Los Angeles Center on 127.1.
11175. 11175. And then I believe
127.1 for Southwest 138.
I believe, yeah, to Perino.
Spirit Wings
I'll probably use the 116
and maintain flight level tree 40.
116.7, which is another VOR. So we're just going to have those information there. So as long as ILS is there,
climb and maintain
that
flight
should
level
be
tree
fine.
400
NDB, that
wings
really is
2233.
NDB for Las Vegas, even though there should be. It's a fairly new airport, relatively new. When it comes to airports in the US, it's one of the newer mafia build sounds. I think that's what they say. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. Don't really have to worry about anything else now. All the information that I need is in NDB. Is not really necessary. I don't really use it that much. I don't really have anything to use it for, apart from when I do. I don't think I ever use it. I always have it, but I never really use it. Use NDBs for anything. But anyway, that's pretty much it. So that's the setup that we need for now. Got a nice little view of the window here. The desert sun coming in towards Arizona, I believe. America is a weird place, but it's a very big place indeed. And yeah.
Generic Niner, Juliet,
Got a nice little
contact
view,
Los
window
Angeles
views
Center
here
on 127.1.
where we've been, where we're going, and so on and so forth. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at some of the custom views I made. So we've got like the first class views here. So it's always at the tip of the winglets. Then you've got the engine views from the business class on the back of the
Los Angeles Center, Alaska 726,
the back of first class. Sort of got that.
Alaska 726, Los Angeles Center,
4 and
continue
7.
as planned.
And then I got like over the wing, which is usually where the emergency seats are, which is where I had to sit once on my trip to the south. And yeah, you get like a nice little wing view there, then you get the back of the wing, and then you get the cabin crew view to the front of the aircraft. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I was actually thinking of landing the aircraft on the first officer's side, which is co-pilot side here. But anyway, so we're coming up to the top of the descent soon, so I will arm the seatbelt signs here. So just get the aircraft, get the cabin crew ready.
Southwest 1649er, contact Los Angeles Center on 127.1. Good day.
But yeah, it's really, I'm really proud of the stream. I really am. This is where I wanted to sit for the landing, which I might do. But for now, so yeah, I will land on the right. Usually the side that flies, that takes off, also does the landing, I believe, unless there's an emergency where the pilot will always take control of the aircraft. So we've started our descent there, top of the descent, just gone past it.
Going to 127.1
struggling
Southwest
to
1649er.
slow down on time, so I might have to bring up the
traffic is 5 o'clock, 4
spoilers
miles
here.
at flight level tree 10 going 737. Report them in sight. Southwest 102 tree, contact Los Angeles
we need
Center
some
on
help here to sort of slow
127.1.
down a bit.
Good day.
Okay, so
United
given the
Bravo
engine
4 Lima
a bit of a
Golf,
handing.
you are 2,400 feet below your assigned altitude.
Okay, so we
Climb
need
and
to
maintain flight level tree 50.
see, the ATC doesn't know our flight plan here, but we're gonna have to inform them.
United Bravo 4 Lima Golf descend and maintain flight level 250.
Acknowledge, okay. So, Jake, just bear with me. There's a lot to do. It's a very short flight, that's why. But I I will talk to you just a little bit. Just bear with me. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just very there's a lot to do usually when even though there's a lot of time, there's still a lot of things that need to be done during this flight. Okay, so we're going to descend all the way down to
United Bravo 4 Lima Golf descend and maintain flight level 250. Expect 15,000 feet.
So they've got rid of my co-pilot's voice, the female voice, so I can't hear her. And then we're going to descend down to, let's say, 8,000 feet, so 7,000
United
feet.
Bravo 4 Lima Golf request denied.
Yeah, they would do that, of course. So let's try that again. It's going to request 9 instead.
Descend and maintain flight level 250. Expect 10,000 feet. United Bravo 4 Lima Golf descend and maintain flight level 210. Bombardier 9er Quebec Sierra, you are 22 miles west. Descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Keep speed, not above 210 knots. Expect ILS runway 26 right approach.
Okay, so here we are.
Clear the BRBN.
So coming up to 24,000 feet. I think we have been cleared 10,000 feet, but we're just going to be a little bit cheeky. Hopefully, ATC will hand over as we get closer to Las Vegas, so they'll be telling us the altitude to maintain. But for now, it's a nice little view, to be honest.
Quebec Sierra, contact Las Vegas, approach on 119.775. Good day. Going to 119.775 Bombardier 9er, Quebec Sierra.
Nice looking aircraft, to be honest with you. I love the eco. As I was saying earlier, I had a choice to fly economically. Okay, so ATC is taking over now, so speed is going to have to drop down. We've been cleared to 16,000 feet. I'm just going to have to reduce the speed down to 150. But I'm pretty sure the aircraft will be able to maintain that. It did struggle a bit with the speeds. I think it's struggling right now with the speeds, trying to maintain 290. So I'll bring it down a little bit here because I think it's just a slippery aircraft, so to say. It's a very slippery aircraft, the term, I think. Basically, that means that even with the engine idling, actually idling at 40 N1, it's pretty much can't maintain the relevant speeds, required speeds. Anyway, so as you can see, it's a bit of a mess here. There's a lot of noise there, but we're coming into the outer 20-mile ring. But as I mentioned earlier, we've still got a sort of parallel. It's going to be hard to use. We've got the parallel with the runway as we sort of descend towards so we sort of align ourselves with the runway. But anyway, as you can see, we're making good time. It's got a nice little view of the mountains there. But as far as the stream goes, it's been really good. It's not lagging. The latency is pretty much, a few seconds, 5 seconds, or even also. Well, I'd say about 10-15 seconds behind. But anyway, so we're crossing 18,000 feet. So we need to set the barometric pressure to the locals. At the moment, we are now sort of dipping our nose. So what I'll do here is bring up the spoilers again to sort of help the aircraft reduce the speed, but also catch up with the vertical profile. And basically, we're descending at the right speed, but the speed is going to be slowed down round about here, which makes sense because there's a lot of hills around here. Like I said, there's a mountain here, and there's a lot to do. I'm just going to bring the spoilers back in. I'm going to arm them out actually. But anyway, so we've still got a bit of flying yet to do. As you can see, got to go across the path of the runway. It's going to be the right turn here, and the runway should be just around about there. But we're going to be crossing the path of the runway, so we're going to be crossing the path of the aircraft that are departing the runway 26 left and 26 right. So, okay, so we've been cleared to 12,000 feet, and hopefully the ATC is following. Yeah, they've taken over basically. So yeah, they are. Okay, so we're going to be flying from the right this time. So the co-pilot is going to be.
United Bravo 4 Lima Golf, Las Vegas approach QNH 30.27. Continue to DEON as planned.
Okay. Okay. I need to have this on the right page, but there's just equipment everywhere. Anyway, let's pop back to the landing seat. But then we're not going to have the overhead, which is quite important. It's quite good to use. But you should be skilled enough to land without a heads-up display. But anyway, here we go. Because you train without a heads-up display anyway, as a pilot. But anyway, so yeah, we've got some hilly areas here. We're going to be crossing the path of the runway quite soon. So I'm going to use terrain for this side. I'm going to use weather for this side. I'm going to have terrain on this side, so just to make sure that everyone can see. So that's Las Vegas Sound City, or whatever it's called. That's Las Vegas there. McCarran is just on the outskirts, but it's fairly close to the Las Vegas Strip. But yeah, so I'm going to have the vertical profile on this side, and I will have sort of a wide view, a wide range. Yeah, so just having a good view of our flight path. But yeah, that's Las Vegas there. So. Autopilot was disengaged. Yes, I don't know what happened there.
Bravo 4 Lima Golf descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots.
Okay, we've been cleared to 9,000 feet. Don't know how long we're going to be holding 9,000 feet for, but doesn't look like it's for too long. About 2 nautical miles. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. We'll just continue descending as we go along. So still at 11,000 feet to really help out the aircraft here, because the it's just too slippery. It just cannot maintain the relevant speed. It just cannot maintain it. I don't know why, but anyway. Okay, so getting a little bit close to the strip. As you can see, the runway is 1 second. There's the airport there. So like I said, it's sort of fly along parallel to the runway. Okay, so basically what's happened is there's been an issue. It's saying that either the graphics card's overheated or something, and it's pretty much just frozen the sim completely. Yeah, it's crashed this. Anyway. That's pretty much it. Which is unfortunate. Yeah, so it's frozen completely. Yeah, it crashed. So anyway, that's unfortunate. But anyway, it's just to do with the graphics card itself, really. But anyway, that's unfortunate. So that was good. That was a nice little short flight. Very little to do, to be honest. But yeah, probably at some point I'll sort of recreate the flight and just continue on from the final. So to say, it's unfortunate. I suppose it's unexpected to happen, but I have recorded I've recorded the flight itself using like a flight capture or controls capture. So at some point I will sort of recreate that and complete that. But for now, I'm pretty much happy with that. So yeah, that was nice and easy. I kind of enjoyed that. Hopefully, I will be doing this again at another time. But I'm just guessing because I'm probably changing settings sort of mid-flight, so on and so forth. So that's probably what caused the sim to crash. But till then, all the best, and I'll see you all on my next live stream. Goodbye, and thank you.